Yo, what's happening, sports people? Hey, check it out. We got an assignment for you this week. Saying there's no football, no real football on. I mean that USFL, whatever crap started. There's no real football on, so
boring.
We're gonna just kind of tackle some off-season stuff. Some fun lists, stupid predictions, shit like that. So today, and I got this off of Facebook, but I don't remember the site. I would give them credit, but I got this off of Facebook. The assignment goes is this: choose two safeties from the red section. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pop this up on the screen. So, choose two safeties from the red section and two cornerbacks from the white section to create the ultimate no-fly zone. And the contestants are from the red section. Was that the safeties? All right, the safeties. We got Steve Atwater. The man known for famously taking out a Christian Okoye, ending Christian Okoye's career.
Yeah.
Jack Tatum, the assassin, from the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah.
Once paralyzed the guy.
Yeah.
Troy Polamalu.
Oh,
the Samoan, the Polynesian, from Troy Polamalu, the eraser. Paul Krause. Sorry to say, I don't know who that is. Ed Reed, the dog. Mr. Ronnie Lott of the San Francisco 49ers, no introduction there. Mr. Brian Dawkins and Ken Houston. Those are the safeties. From the cornerback section, we have Mr. Champ Bailey, from used to play for Washington, ended up ended his career in Denver. Yeah. Mr. Deion Sanders, the
prime time.
Yeah, prime time Sanders, guy. Mr. Play everywhere, play all positions. We got Darrelle Revis, Mr. Darrell Green, once known as the fastest man in the NFL. Man. We got Dick Night Train Lane, old Texas boy. Fun fact about Dick Night Train Lane is he invented the clothesline tackle.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, the clothesline. He invented that.
Take you out.
Mr. Mel Blunt from the Pittsburgh Steelers. They changed the rules of cornerback because of Mel Blunt.
Yeah.
And of course, another Steeler, we got Rod Woodson and Mr. What's his name? Charles Woodson. Yeah, all right. Okay, so with that said, you can go ahead and pick your two, and Kendall's gonna announce his. So without taking up too much time, Kendall, here we go.
Without further ado, of course, I chose for the safety side, Ronnie Lott, San Francisco 49ers.
Shocker.
Oh, everyone shouldn't be. But reason why is because growing up watching him and Jerry Rice during that era, the Steve Young, Joe Montana, Roger Craig, all those guys that, man, were making things happy. Ronnie Lott was one of those beasts that was in the backfield watching these passes come through, making interceptions happen, and breaking barriers, basically, during that era. Of course, San Francisco, during that time, they did go to quite a few Super Bowls. It's only
going to be a couple-minute video.
Quite a few Super Bowls, but he was my choice for free safety.
About Ronnie Lott.
Love San Francisco.
I hate the 49ers.
So moving forward, since you hate the 49ers, but you'll have to accept them.
Let's go.
Ed Reed is who I chose, formerly Baltimore Ravens safety. That was funny as heck because that was the same era with Ray Lewis, because that's when they did go to the Super Bowl. But Ed Reed, man, you got to look at him. His background, he came from Miami, so that was a big, huge thing during his era. So those are two safeties I picked. Cornerback section. I'd have to go with my favorite, Deion Sanders, during that era. Man, this guy all over the place, prime time. His name says for himself. He's always trying to shine. He's from Florida State, of course. But what really shocked me with the teams he played for, because I did forget he played for San Francisco back in the day. Atlanta Falcons, Dallas, Washington Redskins, and Baltimore Ravens. But here's the big one that I like to drop, and then I'll move forward, and then I'll pass it to Larry. He is this two sports star because he did play in a Super Bowl and in the World Series because he played two sports. He was doing that duel like Bo Jackson back then. But anyway, I guess that's why they called him prime time, but you can't knock him for that. And then lastly, I chose Rod Woodson because I am a Pittsburgh fan as well. Rod Woodson, during his era as a cornerback, he was killing them. Anybody come his way in that area, he'd fire up. They'd have to double take a look because as soon as they run with the ball or catch it, they're already ready for that hit. So, Rod Woodson definitely for my picks on that one. So those are my 4, 2 and 2. So I'll go ahead without further ado, pass it back to Larry.
Okay, well, before we get to me, we're gonna do we got James.
Oh yeah, James.
He submitted his picks. The guru of defense. So
James, I already know who he picked.
James picked. Well, who guess?
For cornerback,
safety.
Oh, safety. I won't say run a lot. Nah.
James picked Troy Polamalu. With not a bad choice.
Nah.
And he picked Ed Reed. Once again, not a bad choice.
I would have said Ed Reed. Yeah.
Okay. For his cornerbacks, he's like you got Deion Sanders. And picked Rod Woodson.
Yeah, I figured out.
They're good choices. All right, my picks.
Here we go.
All right, for safety, of course, number 1, I'm going Ed Reed. Like I called him earlier, the dog. You know what I mean? Ed Reed locked down that Baltimore defense in the back. Nobody wanted to go over the middle when Ed Reed was in the backfield.
Oh man!
And of course, James already knows where I'm going, but Mr. Brian Dawkins, the ultimate safety. You did not want Brian Dawkins on your best day. So that was my, those are my safety picks. I got Ed Reed and I got Brian Dawkins, both number 20s up here.
Yeah,
you notice the theme. All right, cornerbacks. This was actually tough for me because I like cornerbacks, but safety. Well, it's too many good ones because you could have added more.
Oh yeah,
on this
more
list.
to the list. Yeah,
but since we only have these 8 here to go with, my number 1 is going to be Charles Woodson. I love Charles Woodson ever since he was at Michigan.
Yeah.
Charles Woodson, he's been solid. Like I said, started out with the Raiders and went to Green Bay. I think he ended up going back to Oakland, but Rod Woodson. I loved watching that dude play corner. He even moved to safety, I think, late in his career.
Yeah, he did.
My second one, Mel Blount.
Oh wow!
How can you not put the guy who they changed the rules for?
Yep.
As the number 1 corner.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah, he should.
Mel Blount was covering motherfuckers so good, receivers complained, and yeah. So my 2 would be like I said, Charles Woodson and Mel Blount for the
cornerback.
For the cornerbacks. Hey guys, look, that's a video for today. We're gonna do some more. Like I said, this is a sad off season we're going through this year, and
boring Sunday.
We're just trying to keep up. But hey guys, look here. While you're at it, if you're new here, we got a pool host thing going, and if you want, you can check the pool host video back in the earlier days, and go ahead and sign up. And hey guys, we appreciate you guys watching, and until next time, peace.